Hi guys, welcome to Short Source and Sarcasm. I'm Caroline, and today I'm going to take you through my May TBR. And I've got my list in my bullet journal. I have 12 books to get through, so let's start. And I will go through these in alphabetical order as per usual. So the first one is A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this is the second book in the From Blood and Ash series. I read the first one of this in March, I believe, and I liked it enough that I will continue the series. And I think the third book in this series is coming out, or has come out recently. So that is exciting. And it is about this girl, Poppy, who in the first book is something called the Maiden, where she is sort of sequestered without much human contact because she needs to be kept pure before she's given to the gods as a gift. And obviously things happen in the first book that don't go exactly to this ascension plan, and the rest of the series is a continuation of that. So I'm excited. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know where this is going, so yay. And the next book is Circus of Wonders by Elizabeth McNeil, and this is about a girl that has lots of birthmarks all over her body, and I think this is set in the 19th century. And she starts to perform in the circus where she's seen as a curiosity because of her different birthmarks. And I don't exactly know what to expect from this. I expect it's kind of going to be like if The Greatest Showman didn't lionize P.T. Barnum kind of way. And I was excited to read this. This is a NetGalley e-arc. And then I watched one of Jen Campbell's videos where she talks about how she was the sensitivity reader for disability for this book. And she said it was really good. So now I am even more excited to read this. The next one on the list is Good Girl, Bad Blood. This is the sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. And in the first one, I read it not too long ago. The main girl, I believe her name is Pippa, solves a murder that or rather resolves a murder where like the wrong person had been fingered as the killer, and now she has a podcast and she has to solve a new missing persons case. So the first one was like very readable, easy and fun. There were certainly like some things I didn't love about it, but overall I really liked it. So I decided to continue with the series. I have this one, and I have also pre-ordered the third book, so when that comes out I will have the full set, so that's exciting. Next up, I have Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro, and I recently got this, and it's a beautiful edition. I love it. And I have loved everything else I've read by Kazuo Ishiguro, so I'm extra excited for this. But this is about Clara, an artificial friend who observes humanity through the window of the store she's in, waiting for someone to buy her, and then she does get bought, and she observes the people that she lives with. So I think a lot of what Kazuo Ishiguro likes to write about is like what makes us human, and so like this one obviously is about humanity, like observing humanity. And next up I have Mad Ship and Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb, both by Robin Hobb. They are the two second and third books in the Live Ship Traders series, and I'm trying to catch up so I can take part in Elderling Along, which I didn't realize was happening until like halfway through 2020, after they'd already started this Live Ship Traders series. I did read the Farseeker trilogy. I didn't love it. Like, it was fine, but I think Robin Hobb is an excellent writer with great world building. And like I said many times before, or at least historically have not read a lot of high fantasy, and so I think that getting into Robin Hobb's world has been a good experience for me. And I really liked the first Live Ship Traders book. I preferred it to the Farseer trilogy, just because I thought like the characters were more interesting and the politics was more interesting. So in the first one, Althea, the younger daughter of the Vestrit. Is she younger? Yes, she's younger. The younger daughter of the Vestrit family thinks that she will inherit her family's life ship after her father passes away, which triggers the life ship to come alive. And but it's instead given to her sister and brother-in-law, and her brother-in-law is the worst. So she's mad about that, and she wants to prove to her family and her city that she is worthy of inheriting the life ship instead of her sister and her sucky brother-in-law. And obviously the second and third are a continuation of that. There's very little happiness that happens in this entire series. It's pretty sad. So I'm hoping that by the end there'll be some uplift. We can hope. These are both really chunky books, and it's possible that I am overstretching myself by putting them both on my May TBR, since they're both like, I don't know, 900 pages. But I've got the audiobooks, and I listen to my audiobooks on triple speed for the most part, so I'll check back in with you in June and we'll see if I made it. And next up, I have Starvation by Molly Fennig. And this author reached out to me on Twitter, and she asked if I would read her book and review it. So that's what I'll be doing. It is about a boy with an eating disorder, and I haven't read a lot of books that center on boys with eating disorders. And for the most part, I've read like non-fiction books about eating disorders, and mostly how they center around women and like women's experiences. So I am excited for this. I'm not sure what to expect, but I will let you know. And next up, I've got The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. And I really loved Percy Jackson, and I would love to reread them at some point. And back in the day when The Lost Hero, the first book in this series, came out, I read it, my friend had it, I borrowed it, and I also read the first book in the Kane Chronicles, which I also want to continue reading. So I decided, I think last year, that I would, read the rest of Rick Riordan's work because I really liked it. And, they hold up, and they're really funny and they're really fun, and I just love it. So yeah, Percy and other people from the Roman equivalent of Camp Half-Blood go off to save the world. You're probably familiar with the premise of Percy Jackson. So this is the last book in that series. And then I've got the Human Rights Dictatorship. This is a nonfiction book about human rights in the Cold War in East Germany. So this is not something I know a lot about, but when I'm done, I'll know more, which is, pretty much all I can say at this point. And then my feminist book club book for this month is The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov, and I have already read this I think in like 2016, and this was also in my classics video, my classics collection video. So as you can see, I did read this copy, and it's a bit battered because these Penguin editions aren't very sturdy, but I do really like them, and I would like more of them. They're just so fun because they're color-coded. So this is about the devil as a character, and also a giant cat who speaks. So our theme for this year is cats. So obviously the giant cat fits into our thing. And there's no blurb on the back of this because it's a classic, so everyone knows what it's about. Kind of, not really. And the most thing that I remember about this is there's like a tram accident in the first chapter, and then there's also like an insane asylum and a ball where a bunch of people from purgatory show up and dance. So I am clearly due for a reread because that's all I can remember. Next, I have The Old Drift by Namwali Serpel, and this is a intergenerational chunky tome. So this is a 600 something page big tome about a settlement in what is now Zambia, and it's an intergenerational look at a lot of the families that live there. And I think there's a mystery at the center of it, and I have actually started reading this. I started reading it in, I think, maybe February or March, early March, and I've gotten like a quarter of the way through it, and I did love it, but I got bogged down with like other things, and so I would like to continue and actually finish it this time because I am loving it. So exciting times for me. And the last book on this list is The Wolf Den by Elodie Harper, and this is another NetGalley e-arc. And this is about a woman who is sold by her mother into a brothel in Pompeii and her story of survival. And so I am very excited for this. I don't think I've read much or possibly anything set in Pompeii or ancient Rome. That can't be true, but definitely Pompeii. So, apart from the Magic Treehouse book where Jack and Annie go to Pompeii on Volcano Day, I've read that, but I don't think that really counts. So I'm excited for this. So check back in with me later and I'll tell you what I think of literally all of these. I think this is going to be a really good reading month and I'm so excited. So you can like this video, you can follow me for more content, and you can also follow me on social media. All my links will be in the description below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.